After school, a girl went home feeling very hungry, but her mother was still asleep and hadn't cooked. She crouched in the corner and began reciting from her fairy tale book, hoping to wake her mother. But instead of rousing her, the gentle words only enraged her. Her mother rushed over, grabbed the alarm clock, and smashed it toward the girl's head. She muttered apologies and tried to explain herself, but didn't listen to a word. She shoved the girl out onto the balcony and hurled the fairy tale book at her head. The girl was heartbroken. That book had been a birthday gift from her mother. Snow began to fall outside. Her mother locked her out on the balcony. Hungry and freezing, the girl couldn't hold back and wet herself. When her mother saw, she said nothing. She simply locked the door again and went off to meet her lover. That same evening, the kindergarten teacher was reading through materials about child injuries. Earlier that morning, she had noticed the bruises on the girl's neck, which made her suspicious. She resolved to visit the girl's home the next day. The television was broadcasting a cold weather warning. That night would be the coldest in nearly a month. The girl, still trapped on the balcony, shivered violently. To distract herself, she picked up her fairy tale book again. It told a story about reincarnation and the afterlife. Children who had suffered greatly would find happiness in the next life. She loved her mother deeply. She remembered how gentle and kind she used to be, always staying by her side. But ever since her mother began a relationship with another man, everything had changed. Her warmth and care had vanished. On that freezing night, filled with longing for her mother, the girl quietly slipped away from this world. The next day, the teacher rang the doorbell again and again. When no one answered, she finally broke down the door and confirmed the tragedy. When the girl opened her eyes again, she found herself in a strange office. The staff welcomed her kindly, telling her that she had done nothing wrong, and that she could ascend to heaven and be reborn. But the girl still thought she was a bad child, always making her mother angry, undeserving of happiness. The staff explained patiently, she was not at fault, she had been a victim of abuse. The girl stubbornly insisted that her mother once loved her dearly. Hearing such innocent words and such painful misunderstanding, the adults around her could not hold back their tears. A compassionate man told her that kind children who passed on early would have the chance to meet their mothers again in the next life. Hearing this, the girl's eyes lit up. With hope in her heart, she stepped through the door into her next life. The funeral was held as scheduled. People expressed deep sorrow for the poor child, but the mother felt no remorse. She busied herself explaining to her lover. The teacher overheard those words. Unable to bear it any longer, she called the police on the spot. The investigation soon gathered undeniable evidence, and an arrest warrant was issued. Confronted with proof, the woman could no longer argue. In desperation, she even tried to accuse the teacher of assault, but it was in vain. What awaited her was justice and punishment under the law. But the innocent little girl, she could never return to life again.